Okay. Okay. Hey, magic. Freaking flicker's gone. I don't want to hear it. Chase. Oh my gosh. JTAI. Of course. I have to get out because my monitor's all dicked up and it moons. Shit always happens to me when I can't trade something. Let me rephrase that. Shit always moves when I can't trade it. Oh, Weifu as well. Fantastic. Savage. MLGO. I hate the daily on it. See if ADIL will curl here. It's kind of near that support level. STAI coming up to the daily cock. Not a huge fan of how deep that pulled back, but it's moving. $90. GTAI, absolute banger. Weifu opening up. A lot of room up to 6 there. Can't believe this is down. Right up to 6, Weifu. They want that 850, don't they? Got it. Okay, again. Hmm. Really tight here. Nope. Didn't do it. Oh. Hey, there's a 1 minute. That's all I wanted. The 1 minute pop. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Just a little one little poppy. Weifu. What the hell? Weifu has 0 news, right? As usual. Just stupid. 650. God. What am I gonna play SPX? I don't know. Hymns low a day. Oof. Probably bounces here. Watch. Piece of garbage. What did I just say? I'm glad you said that, Shred, because I don't have a say in that, and I'm actually going to copy and paste. There we go. I have an issue with the highlighted yellow. The font I don't care about. But the yellow is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I just someone else wanted the dev to change the color, and I offered up, you know, I like the red or the blue that's in the logo, the SJ logo. Might be biased, but I think it would look good. A darker color against the white. And the other guy wanted a lighter yellow. Like, what are you talking about? A lighter yellow? So you want white on white, basically. How stupid of a... What are we doing here? And the dev went with the other guy's suggestion. I have no idea why. So now I have to wait for the dev to make a color wheel. Hey, look at that. Freaking bounce. Shocker. Where are we at today? $700. Okay. I need Waifu to chill for a sec. And you're getting 2 million shares a minute. Like, I don't really want to trade this stock. I don't. There's other things I can lose my money on. Oh, yeah. Of course they're on balance watch. Cheese. You can see the exact moment that I bought a short on it. Look at this horse shit. It's a $2 bounce, so $2.50. STAI, still a high day there. Waifu, unbelievable. And then right back down. Holy moly. What happened when you swim in the river naked? Oh, gosh. Play off the VIX 20. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. It's going to be an interesting day today. Cash, 10 o'clock. All right, what we got? Consumer confidence. So we got Barr and Barkin today. And they just want to hurt us, don't they? Six versus -3. They want rates down is right. Tesla's taking a dunk here. Let it dunk, boys. Let it dunk. Let it dunk. They got robo taxis later on in the year. That's your buy opportunity, probably, huh? Him's low a day. Damn right it better be. Maybe get a little bounce and then a candle under candle for a low a day push. See? There's buyers here for some reason. Look at this bounce. Stupid. All right, Weifu. Oh, short share restricted. Hmm. All right, we need a 24 break here. Come on, give it to me. Stop with this bounce bullshit. There you go. Go break 38. There you go. That's a good boy. Oh, I was going to say, if that thing jumped up, well, I'm trying to exit. Again! GDC. How giddy? Scale of 1 to 10 on giddy scale, cheese. Being shady about it. All right. Okay. Roger. All right, get me out of this thing. Jeez. GC down. QVC GB. That one's doing a little 5-minute curl here. Really light volume. Is this halted? Yep, halted up. So we'll see if this can kind of get red to green. It went stupid yesterday. I would say there's probably some resistance here, 640. With, man, this is quite some range. Jeez. All right, VIX back over 20. What's this market going to do with us, huh, boys? Video down to 200. Who's buying it? Who's buying it? When was the last SJ spring gathering again? Never. Jimmy under the 200. Yeah. I'm now down 21%. Luke, I am your father. From your one share that you made me purchase for $31.21. Somehow I am down 21%. I just want to point that out. Anybody else want to donate to the Diamond Hands Fund? Maybe you have better luck than old Luke, I am your father. Average down. He's got it. He's got to donate. Right now it's on sale, $23, $24. Hey, it's on sale. Put the subs money on AMC. Nah, I don't get no 250 or 350 from you. 100 biddies. Thank you, Chickabow. No context there. Just throwing 100 biddies at me. Do I need to dance now? All right, let's watch this thing out of the halt. When does this resume? 10-10-17. Ten 17. So we got less than a minute. Big volume here. See what it does. See what it does. This is really light volume, so I can't even go big on it. 17 seconds. You know, ideally, you know, that's where we got to head, but one step at a time. 5 seconds. It might not even do anything. Waifu 5-minute. Watch that one. And open. Higher. Build the gap. Wow. Look at this bullshit, Phil. Look at this. Look at this bullshit, Phils. You can't make that up, man. It was at $6. Talk about front running your customer. It's like, oh, he's trying to buy it at $6. Let's jump in there real quick. Oh, he's got a marketer. Let's jump in real quick there. Let's slide right in there before he does. And then we'll sell him the ones that are higher up. Is that a good plan? Now I have to exit because I had such a shit freaking entry. You literally describe what happens. I know. I understand. I understand the game. The opposite when you sell. Yep. I sure did. Wait for 5 minutes. DOMH through VWAP. Hims looks like another move lower. Seems like some price compression in here. VIX is juicing, boys and girls. I don't really want to trade it, honestly. I mean, I tried a 5-minute, but MACD's down. That's like my rule of thumb with these high volume, low floaters. Like, do not trade against the MACD. 3 down. GTPP. MBRX. Not sure what's going on. ONVO. Fighting with $1. Rocket Lab. Jeez. Nvidia 200. Yeah, we talked about that this morning. Well, you look at there, boys and girls. JTEI curl. Wayfu looks like it's five. It's got a 5-minute cuck, maybe. Definitely tight range. Hymns short. There's your 5-minute. Tesla getting throttled. There's a big window from this 308 down to 270 here on Tesla. Maybe visiting the 200 here. Look at that yellow. It's horrible. JTAI, nice curl. DOMH, some pretty nice hammer here. Can't see it, of course, because E-Trade just Ooh, that looked like a kind of a weak halt there. It's a pretty nasty move here. SPY outside of the Bollinger Bands, breaking through the 100-day simple moving average. Like, that's a bounce spot the last 2 times it's been there. It broke through it here. Oh. Hey, E-Trade, I just appreciate it. Thank you for removing my 9 EMA daily. I didn't need that anyway. Freaking. So we've talked about this before. Boys, see what's happening here? Might as well go over it right now. It would take a miracle to save this. And that miracle might be tomorrow. Jeez, honestly, the only thing that's stopping, like, I don't want to go to another free platform because there's none that I really like. It's either this or like Lightspeed. And I really got to be to the point where I'm pushing max size that this platform can't handle. And then I have to switch. So we're getting closer, I guess, all that to say. Unless there's a product out there that was freaking great, which there's not. I have not hit the max. All right, for those of you that are watching on the large screens, let's talk about it. So, we got something going on here that hasn't gone on in a while. And by a while, I mean a couple months. So, what we're looking at here is this red line crossing underneath the 21. This is the daily chart. This is the SPY. This is the 9 EMA under the 21 EMA. Those that are watching on vertical streams can't see what we're talking about, but just imagine it in your brain. Big chart showing all these juicy candlesticks, and there's only a handful of times where the 9 EMA on the daily chart crosses under a bearish posturing at 21. There's 2 things that happen during this time. Where's my drawing tool? Put the moon on it. So we have the cross. And almost every single time, whenever you get the cross, you get a retest. You get some sort of breakdown, but then you get a retest, like we did here. We broke down, but we retested this area, and a lot of times it will come up to where the moving averages are, the 9 and the 21. And that retest will either make it look like it's just a false break, and then it moons, or it fails, and then we pull back. And if it ends up pulling back further and the retest fails, this is either a 5 to 10% pullback from top to bottom. This one was 5%, 5.5%. The other way it goes is just a false break, and then you're off to the races again. This, I think, was news driven, if I'm not mistaken. Here's another one that's just a false break, just a little blip, and gone, right? This one here, let's give you the time frames. This one is November of 2024. This one's September 2024. This one is July 2024. This is when it looks like when it fails. You break down, you retest the area, and then you collapse again. This pullback from very peak, it depends how you measure this one. This is 9% from very top to very bottom. From Five Eyes? I don't know what you're talking about, geez. Here's another cross. We got the retest 2 days later and fail. This one top to bottom, 6% move. That was April 2024. Gotta go way back now. September 2023. You got the break, retest, fail. This was September. This one happened in August. You get the break, the retest, fail. From top to bottom, this one's 5.7%. Depends how you measure this one. 7%. This one, February 2023. Break, retest, fail. Tippy top to tippy bottom, 9% move. This one just broke. There was no real retest. 8% move. I don't think I've come back any further. This one was in December 2022. There's another one. Just look at it while we're here. There's your break, retest, fail. This one was nasty. That's a 17% move from very top to very bottom. This was back in August 2022. That's an outlier, I would say. So, all that being said, here we are at the crossroads. We're getting the cross unless we have some kind of miracle pump today. We should be looking for the retest in the coming days, and unless it's the rare case where it doesn't retest, some sort of bounce into those moving averages, and we'll see if it's going to be the driver of the next run or pull back. If it is one that fails the retest and dump, where are we at right now? This is a 3% pullback. 5% pullback put us down here. 10% pullback or 7% pullback would put us at the 200. There it is. Spy going back to 575. Whew. Feels like it. JTAI doesn't care. JTAI doesn't care today. Weifu getting wrecked. No predictions. Long a reclaim. Pick your indicator. Beep band 100. Whatever. Point is no crystal balls. Aim of the game is to find risk. Yes, sir. Stick to your rule set, boys. More Day at 100. GTAI go for high day. Oh, big seller, you sons of bitches. What am I at 62? Oh, we broke high day. Crap. Didn't do anything. It's good volume here, but it's not really breaking away. Just gonna get out. Play it safe. Oh, that last fill. Didn't realize it broke high day. Struggle there. Zach's sliding into my DMs right now, whispering sweet nothings to me. I try this next 1 minute. QVC GB back to the 660 level. Watch it. $60. Come on. It's getting sloppy here, boys. And it's gone. And it's gone. And it's gone. back to the grind. CLSK. Oh my gosh. Yeah, might as well look at Bitcoin while we're at it, since the sky is falling. Okay, so this is a level that Bitcoin, this blue liquidity level, has been held by Bitcoin since November, right? And this was a massive bear trap when we broke through it, and in the same day came all the way back up. It was insane, right? Today, barring any miracle, will be the first daily close under that range. And also, problem is we had a squeeze forming on the daily chart, and we are now really looking like that's going to. I mean, it's already cooling off, but it hasn't turned green yet. Would I be surprised if we bounce at some point to come back up here? No, but I think 90K will get rejected, or 91. We've got some really nasty crosses with moving averages crossing bigger moving averages. You got the 921 and the 50 all underneath the 100 here. That's not good. Everything looks bad. Everything looks bad. This is holding up actually relatively well compared, but yeah. ONVO. Going for it. Any 401k guidance? I can't give you guidance, but told you what I think the SPY is going to do, the market in general. Qs are getting the same look. My guess is you're going to get a bounce, maybe tomorrow. Jeez, these spreads. You bottom tick billion. What's Intel doing today? Do I think ETH is going to dump further? I think I think the top is in for this cycle. Unless, and again, news can change that. I believe news can change that. All it takes right now is for Trump or Congress, I guess, really, to come out and say we're passing law to create a cryptocurrency fund, strategic investment, and then boom, Bitcoin 200K. So that's the wild card. And the top was then nice classic. Nice. 160,000. Jeez. Tesla going for 300. Holy crap, they took it out. $50. Halting down. Oh my gosh. Oh, false halt. You ain't getting past that one. Freaking JD up, huh? MSW hitting the scanners. What are you?
Come on.
This market makes me want to shove ice picks in my pee hole. Great hair day, by the way.
Photo, let's go, bud 16. Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. Tesla's taking a dive towards that 300 pretty quick, huh? I don't really see much of anything right now. things really got slow real quick. Now we just shorten all large caps right now. I get you a T-shirt that says, "I voted for this 8-year-old orange guy to kick out the people who don't look like me, but all I got was Bitcoin." So that sounds like a horrible T-shirt. What? PLTR, or I'm sorry, Tesla, 5-minute little bounce here. Maybe we get that next 5-minute cuck that pushes us down through 300. I didn't mean to offend. We need NVIDIA. Yeah, I gotta pull up some Mentor Q levels. I don't know where we're at right now. Oh, okay. So this might be a bounce spot, boys and girls. We're right at the 1-day min on the SPY. Not the Qs. Where are we at? Below it. So we'll see. We'll see which one's going to lead the way. All right. Good fills. Add on an 8:15 break. Just jumped right over it. 24 break. Sell XN juice. then you freaking break it. SPY bouncing pretty good. Q's with the reclaim. Nope. Retest. Sorry. They go all in on Tiki. Nice. Nice. Yeah, we're about to find out what we're going to do here with the market, boys. We're going to find out. Sell XN. I don't know where this 55 level comes from, but I got it there. You need hymns to move. I was actually just looking at that 5 minute. Is it 63 break? Nice bounce off the 9. I mean, you probably do get a little movement here. CSAI. DOMH still chooching. Find a little hood here. Lower Bollinger Band on the daily chart. I expect us to get a bounce in the next day or two. If I was paying attention, I would have liked it closer to that 44, but I'll take it here too. With room to add if I want. Just putting the toes in the water. Just putting the toes in. Big level at this 850. And Weifu is hot garbage. Whew. Hacker Wall Street. We haven't watched Maverick in like 2 years, so we don't know what he's been saying. MLGO hanging out near High Day. Okay, it's like the only thing. Ruben too. Okay. CSAI. AGH. Dom. RVLV. Permanent Store. All right. Another dump round here. TCLA. Jeez. 35%. Get that 520. Got the volume for it. Trade. Jeez. All right, incoming three here. My guess is it breaks the first time. If I remember correctly, Tesla does a pretty good job of breaking massive levels first time. So I'm guessing it does. First time we see 300, it'll break it. That's my prediction. Okay, you're going to have 30 seconds on this prediction. Does Tesla break 300 first time? 30 seconds. Get your bid in. Get your prediction in. Does Tesla break 300 first time? Yes or no? Get it in. You got 15 seconds. If it breaks before this thing's done, I cancel it. Get it in now. 5 seconds. Hold, Tesla. Don't go down there yet. We're not ready for you. Okay, good. I think we got it. All right. It's official. It's in. Locked in. First time we see 300. First time we see 300 is what I'm referring to, which we have not seen yet. We've seen 311. 96 to 4. Big spenders here. Oh shit, you guys did big spend it. The payout if it's a no. The payout on no is hot. And if we don't see 300 today by some chance, then it gets canceled. We have to see 300 for it to count. That's not no fine print algo. That's just common sense. Yeah, I said the first time we test 300. If we don't test 300, I got to throw it out the window. No one wins there. Poly market. Of course, we bounce again. We're crying out loud. Back to the 90 MA on the 5. We're going up to 305 here. Jeez. are we at on the day now? $500. Okay. DOMH coming back up. It's a 5-minute cut go here. 44. Still super light volume. I can't take size yet. What candle time we looking at the prediction? It doesn't matter. It's a 1 minute for sure, but it doesn't matter. It's the first time we touch it. So that minute, when that second, the minute candlestick is what we're talking about. But I will go down to the 10-second candlestick if I have to. If we tap 300 and then bounce in any sense, the bouncers get it. If we see 300 touch, it better break. That's all I'm saying. We didn't touch no 300. Low of the day is 311 cents. Don't freaking at me. Don't at me with that nonsense. Silver getting wrecked. What's gold doing? Just curious. Am I gonna wait all day? I mean, good. See. I just got blocked by someone for saying I'm going to short the dead cat if I have a true cash. Are people hiding markets in? I don't know who blocked you. No one. I don't have any mods over on TikTok. JJ, did you get blocked at another trader stream? Even if you said it would crash. No, here, somewhere else. Oh, not here, somewhere else. They must be heavily long or something. I don't know. Great fill, E-Trade. Oh, bless your heart, E-Turd. 41's the 5. Another amazing fill. What is this? Oh, E-Trade's trying to make sweet love to me. 841's the 5-minute. There's your 5. See if that bid moves up. MACD cross. Super freaking light volume. Okay. 851's the last level. Or 850. See it break, baby. Taking half off, which means it'll break now. Does that count? That counts. Interesting headline there. MFI Big Pop. FMTO Big Pop. All right, I'll take it off. Decent little trade. Light volume. E-Trade was making sweet love to me. Yeah, that Fed headline was crazy. Yeah. So if you didn't hear the headline, the head of new Fed-focused congressional task force plans to broad review of central bank's policy approach. Oh, that was the first part. Where's the second part? That was like the big whoa. Cheese, do you have it? Basically looking to see if they should prioritize employment over inflation. uh, that headline, the second part of that task force, Fed focused congressional task force headline. I only have the first part of it. MFI, big pop up out of nowhere here. Let's try that. Let's try that. Do 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 do. Mm, 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 mm. TSLZ. You're hitting that, Ann? That we dined together. Oh, I forgot about MSTR. That 250's coming in hot, ain't it? 225. MFI still juicing. Five-minute cock on that with a W on the 1 minute. Navarro denies FT reporting on cutting Canada from Five Eyes. TSLZ and BTCZ. Can I play BTCZ? I mean, if you time that, you killed it. ADIL inside candle here on the 5 minute for 94.
Come on.
With a little bit of a diagonal here, it looks like. Venezuelan hitman, welcome aboard, you good-looking bastard, you. Is there any given splits with flight train? October this year. Maybe. I just play it by ear, right? We'll look at it around that time frame, yeah. See my POV? Oh yeah, for sure. It's a decent idea. We'll see. We just gotta watch the charts, and you know, if everybody's thinking that, then it might make itself true. So that's the beauty of that kind of thought process. Tesla M pattern here at the 302. DOMH has a flat top at 860. Watch for box reclaim cock. CYD is still green. DOMH flat top break. MFI. Jeez. Where do you pull this from? What is even this? What is even this? All right, Tesla. DOMH juice. There we go. If it touches it and then that bid bounces it all. Oh, this is it, boys. This is it, boys. When it breaks 20, that means China's out. China's out. Send it. 301. 301. 301 still. 302. Haven't seen it yet. 301 still low day. Now they're holding it. Here we go. Maybe. There's a lot of shares at 300, so if we tap, push and broke first time. We are well under it right now. The chart is just completely dicked. We definitely broke first time. Now the chart's catching up. Look at this. Actual price is 290. Now it's back to 300. All right, there it is. Broke first time. Oh, that was a close one. Look how far behind. Okay, did it catch up? I feel like it. Yeah, I feel like we caught up. Cockbox. Okay, jeez. Let's close this out so I don't have to look at that anymore. DOMH, another juicer. Back to 9. We got $9 and the high of 920 there. Meow, let's go. Let's
You
go.
smell that? What is that?
Wait.
What's that smell?
That was Dabbing Ducks with the 5 gifted subs. Let's go, buddy.
Opportunity. No, money.
Let's go, buddy.
Okay.
Hot damn. What'd you trade, Dabbin? What did you trade? Hmm. JTAI, what are you doing here? 1010 level something. Wait for a second and lost it. Who got the credentials? Oh, I do, but you know, geez, it's I can't share it because then they'll know who it came from, you know. Box reclaim. DOMH coming back up here. Is that 9 test? Rito. Watch this piece of junk. Apple dividend. About it, cheese. Oh, Apple continues to plan for annual dividend increases. Got it. Waifu. Interesting 5. Bit of a diagonal through here. Good Philly turd. I should have done better. RETO gave it all back. What? Let's just pump it up. No, it's bar. Wow. Is it already 11:45? It comes on. Okay. See what old bar has to say. Apple will be the largest customer of TSMC's Arizona factory. First link gets you about 90 cents. You get sent 2? I only see 1 link from you. I'll turn it on when they go live. The Yale. Yeah, I've got it up. It's just nothing's on right now.
I'll take a TXRH, Tango X-ray Romeo Hotel. No, it's Jim Kramer.
All right.
That circulation's
with this YouTube
adding to
one.
his position. TXRH inactivity.
Read it before he says it. He's usually pretty bullish, isn't he? Or dumbish. JTAI 15-minute curl playing out. MFI dip and rip.
NVS Novartis shares dropping here. Block trade.
Holy shitballs.
Block trade Novartis holder. Emerson AG, ABO, 26.5 million shares.
Just
shares pulling back now.
jeez. It's got to flip.
Note ticker ALUR Alpha Lima Uniform Romeo. Note CEO is tweeting, we have seen a big increase in the use of our AI platform to manage GLP-1 patients. Watch the ALUR on that.
A lot of keywords in that tweet.
Good morning.
A lot of keywords in that one.
Professor here at the Yale School of Management, and I'm just going to give you a few
Alt up, you
administrative
bastard.
preliminaries and then introduce my boss to introduce the speaker.
Sweet.
So the first preliminary is we will do some Q&A after Vice Chair Barr's speech. I will do some preliminary Q&A with him, and then we will take from you questions. We have handed out, I hope people have index cards. If you do not have an index card, raise your hand and someone will come and find you and give you an index card. During the speech, if you have any questions, write them down on the index card. After the speech, we will collect them, and then we'll figure out which one of you actually has some good questions. and they'll be passed up to me, and then I will ask them. You can put your name on the card if you would like your name set out onto our live stream. If you do not want your name set out, you may leave it anonymous. All right, without further ado, I'll introduce my boss, the Dean of School of Management, Kerwin Charles.
I'm looking at this ALUR juicer that I'm just in right now. MFI going for high day. You can watch that one. How is there no one? Is that Yale? There's no one in the.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Thanks very much for coming to hear our remarks today.
There's no one in.
Vice Chair, Michael Barr. So Michael Barr has served as the Vice Chair for Supervision
How is there an
of
empty
the Board
seat
of
in there?
Governors of the Federal Reserve System since July 2022. He also serves as a member of the Board of Governors for an unexpired term ending in 2032.
Tweets rarely hold
Prior
water.
to his appointment of the board,
So,
Mr. Barr was the Joan
I got a
and
really good
Sanford
entry.
Weill Dean of the Gerald
My
R.
entry
Ford
is-
School of Public Policy.
Oh shit!
I used to
Did it
work
just
there.
freeze? Oh gosh, this is scary.
The Frank Murphy Collegiate Professor of Public Policy, and the Roy F. and Jean Mumphrey
MFI
Profit
going
Professor of Law
about to go high
at
day.
the University of Michigan Law School. At Michigan, he founded and was faculty director of the Center on Finance, Law, and Policy. At Michigan's Law School, Mr. Barr
TikTok video
taught
spurs
financial
alarm about
regulation
Medicare
and
coverage for
international
telehealth.
finance, and co-founded the International Transactions Clinic and the Detroit Neighborhood Entrepreneurs Project.
Juice that ALUR.
In the summary of Mr. Barr's
Calm your
achievements,
tits. Calm your
I note
tits.
that missing from it is the fact that during the years at Michigan, he also wrote tremendous papers.
Okay. I
Some
can't
with
listen to
my
that
former
while I'm
graduate
in this.
student Ben Keyes, if you're
We'll come back to Barr in a second. We got a, 5-alarm juicer here potentially. Probably not. It's probably going to pull back. It was a pretty weak halt. Anyone want to share what it's showing? .78. Okay, I'm rambling. Why don't you punch yourself right in the dick hole? 39.49. When do we resume? 56.11. Oh, this is. We're not going to be able to see resumption quotes on this one. 56.11. $179. Yeah, Tim, this must be I can't remember what exchange it is. I always forget. The NASDAQ. It doesn't show resumption quotes. DOMH $9 break coming here. Ascending triangle. Well, I should say ascending triangle coming here. If I wasn't already in one, I would be looking at this. Pretty clear ascending triangle. There's your break. When I get big, the one that made fun of you the whole time. 56.11. Oh shit! Here we go. 9:30 on DOMH. Is this a 10-minute halt? Daily level is 350. Did I have the time right? It's the daily level. Oh, and random open. Okay. Oh, and now it's below my entry. The freaking dick sucking. What is this? All right, we're back to dicking me out of halts. Back to dicking me out of halts. Yes, squeezy squeeze.
Crisis. Given our student audience, I'll begin with a little background on how I got into the crisis management business. After Yale Law School and 2 court clerkships, I worked at the State Department and then went to work for Treasury Secretary Bob Rubin in 1995. When I arrived, the Treasury Department had helped Mexico deal with a financial crisis that threatened to spread to the United States.
Chuck called it out.
And additional crises were to come in 1997.
Tweets rarely hold up.
In Asia in 1998.
But they are a lot of times good players.
Together, these events credibly threatened a worldwide financial crisis, which was averted by a response across the U.S. government and coordinated with governments and lending institutions around the world. I left government for academia in 2001 and then returned to Treasury in 2009 under Secretary Tim Geithner in the midst of the global financial crisis. I worked to develop what became known as the Dodd-Frank Act. This law was a pivotal component of our response to the GFC by addressing gaps in financial market oversight, including through strengthened regulation and supervision of banks that increased the safeguards against excessive risk-taking that caused the crisis. I went back to academia again in 2011 and then returned to public service at the Federal Reserve Board's Vice Chair for Supervision in July 2022. In this position, I oversaw the response to the bank failures in March 2023 and have helped to develop ways to reduce these and other risks going forward. Let me review some of the facts of what happened in the March 2023 banking stress so you can understand the context for how we put crisis management principles and practices to work. SVB failed because of a textbook case of mismanagement of interest rate risk and liquidity risk. This mismanagement made uninsured depositors lose confidence in the bank's solvency, so they ran. While this was a textbook case, the speed and severity of the run were unprecedented. The largest previous bank failure before SVB
it popped nicely because it mentioned GLP-1.
In 2008. The accumulation of stresses that resulted in Washington Mutual's failure occurred over several weeks. By contrast, SVB's deposit outflows were much greater in both relative and absolute terms, and they occurred in less than 24 hours. On top of that, the bank had major gaps in its liquidity risk management, including its preparedness to tap contingency liquidity. Because this discussion is for future first responders, I will share with you some detail of what it's like to be on the front lines working to address a bank run. On the morning of Thursday, March 9th, 2023, SVB had only a little over $5 billion in collateral pledged to the discount window, as compared to over $150 billion in uninsured deposits. Around midday, the firm contacted the Federal Reserve, indicating that it wanted to take out a discount window loan against this collateral, and the loan was granted. But in the next several hours, its account was drained as its deposit outflows spiraled. In the late afternoon, the firm indicated it would need additional liquidity to meet expected outflows. The Federal Reserve worked with the firm to help it identify additional assets it could pledge to the discount window, but SVB was unsuccessful in identifying and moving sufficient
We have an
collateral.
IPO just opened.
Fed staff
BMGL.
worked with the firm throughout the night to establish ad hoc collateral arrangements.
Let's
so
take a
that the firm could
BMGL.
tap the
Bravo,
discount
Michael
window
Golf Lima.
further
No
to meet its
IPO for today is
liquidity
open.
needs in the
BMGL.
morning. While this process was happening overnight, however, the volume of online deposit withdrawal requests was growing,
I don't
such
like
that
that
SVB
40K
management expected
14K
outflows
seller
of
here.
over $100 billion the
Now a
next
hidden
morning,
seller at
an
39.
unprecedented
Okay.
sum. Even if the bank were able to pledge all collateral available that morning to the discount window, the firm would not have been able to meet its obligations. It was not viable. The state of California closed the bank and turned it over to the FDIC.
SEIC
for
naming a new
resolution.
There goes. Shit.
CFO and
SVB's
COO.
failure contributed to the strains at FDIC-supervised Signature
San Diego,
Bank,
India, Charlie.
and that bank failed in short order. As the situation intensified, the effect on businesses and households became increasingly apparent. Critically, these failures caused a reassessment
Thing's
of the viability
juicy.
of uninsured deposits as a funding source across the banking system. But strains at other banks materialized despite material differences between these firms. The rapidity of equity market price declines for several banks triggered repeated trading halts for their shares. Online deposits began to migrate out of smaller banks to larger banks, putting pressure on these smaller institutions. Commercial customers had their remaining deposits at SVB after it failed, realized that they would not have access to their deposits and thus wouldn't be able to make payroll or even stay in business. The severity and rapidity of the spread of stress warranted a decisive response. We developed a two-part strategy that weekend. On March 12th, the Treasury Secretary, the FDIC, and
buyer.
the Federal Reserve announced that the
eaten
FDIC
up
would
halfway.
protect uninsured depositors at SVB and Signature Bank under the systemic risk exception to least cost resolution. This action essentially implied that all depositors, insured and uninsured, would have access to their deposits Monday morning. And the step helped calm uninsured depositors around the country. Also on March 12th, the Federal Reserve established the Bank Term Funding Program under its emergency lending authority with the approval of and a backstop from Treasury. The BTFP's terms and conditions address the fundamental source of banking sector jitters: questions about the ability of a range of banks to hold on to their high-quality securities that had lost value because of interest rate increases. Unrealized losses on
Steady
securities
volume here.
portfolios were a problem for many
PCLA
banks,
juicing out of nowhere.
particularly when the stability of their deposit bases came into question. The BTFP provided stable funding for these high-quality assets, addressing these concerns. Specifically, the BTFP provided one-year loans to banks in sound financial condition against Treasury securities and agency securities valued at par. By doing so, the BTFP addressed banks' immediate concerns about the stability of their funding and mitigated
Pushing
the risk
again.
that banks would be forced to liquidate assets in a fire sale, locking in losses. BTFP advances provided confidence that banks would have sufficient funding to retain the securities on
Oof.
balance sheet. The program supported confidence among
40 cents
depositors that
spread,
the banks
huh?
would have ready access to sufficient cash to meet their needs, thus helping reduce concern that a self-fulfilling panic could cause additional bank runs. Usage of the BTFP was widespread
trade.
across the banking
Decent
sector,
trade.
both in terms
Let's
of
take a
actual
PCLA,
usage
Papa
and
Charlie
from a
Lima Alpha.
contingency
You're seeing a
standpoint.
spike in activity, new
For
highs.
example,
PCLA.
at its peak, BTFP borrowing exceeded $160 billion, and collateral posted to the BTFP reached
Oh,
nearly
wild.
$540 billion,
Trade.
suggesting that
Is this
banks
holding
saw
up?
value in being prepared and having
Halted.
capacity to tap the facility
Wow.
if necessary. Over 1,800 institutions borrowed from the program, and the bulk of the borrowing was among institutions with less than $10 billion in assets. These smaller institutions took out 50% of loans by value and nearly 95% of loans by volume. Fed staff analysis showed the usage was more likely among institutions that had experienced deposit outflows, but usage was
Yeah,
also
they've
widespread
been
at firms
decent
that did
recently.
not experience outflows. The broad-based actual and contingent use was consistent with Federal Reserve communications that the program was part of prudent liquidity risk management, and that we encouraged all depository institutions to use the program. Now, just about 2 weeks before all remaining outstanding BTFP loans are set to mature, the program is down to less than $200 million, and the program has experienced no losses. Our response to the stress worked. After the announcement of the systemic risk exception and the BTFP in early March, signs of broad-based contagion subsided, and the system stabilized. While in the first 2 weeks of March, mid-size and regional banks experienced significant outflows of deposits, the acute phase of outflows had eased by the end of the month. Stability among banks that had earlier come under pressure didn't mean that every bank found its footing, but the process of dealing with balance sheet gaps was much smoother and spillovers remained contained. By the fall of that year, deposit flows had fully stabilized, and mid-size and regional banks saw deposit inflows on net. While the announcement of the systemic risk exception and the BTFP on March 13, 2023, helped stabilize banks in the United States, we are also continuing to manage stress in the global financial system in cooperation with relevant authorities. Credit Suisse, a Swiss global systemically important banking organization, had been experiencing stress over several years before March 2023, with doubts about its future viability after the Archegos capital management and Greensill capital scandals had tarnished its reputation and raised doubts about its business model. Stresses and outflows at Credit Suisse picked up in the fall of 2022, and we spent many months working with Swiss, European, and UK regulators on how to manage the growing issues, including wargaming potential resolution scenarios. Concerns about the firm's viability accelerated on March 9, 2023. Does that date sound familiar? When it was forced to announce that its internal controls over financial reporting were ineffective and had been for several years. Though Credit Suisse continued to operate, it became apparent that the firm was in trouble in the weeks following the failure of